So biogeographical boundaries are a literal force of nature, and is a great big force at that. It determines what lives where. So then, what's so important about them? Well, the biggest answer to that is almost self-evident. They determine life itself. And what can be more important than that? We humans might be one of the only animals not restricted by these boundaries, but our lives are critically connected to ones that do live and die by them. And when these boundaries change, just imagine what else will have to change along with them. We asked Dr. Maslow to share with us some of his thoughts on the matter.
The way that you can actually predict the future is by understanding how it changed in the past. I guess most of the question was about that. To what extent can we predict the past? You can understand to predict the future, you clearly need to understand what happened in the past and use this knowledge from the past and what happened in the past and what processes led to the things the pattern we see today to actually be able to predict what's going to happen next.
And this need for understanding might just be greater than it's ever been before. Dr. Maslow says that changes are already happening, but we just don't have quite enough to see the whole picture yet.
Quite frightening that we actually see already change in community composition. But these boundaries are defined at such a wide, large spatial scale that what we see now is a change of 1-2 degrees, and so species are moving a couple of 100K, and it's enough to track the climate. And it's still within the resolution of the data we are using here. So it's hard to see because we don't have the resolution.
This, however, won't always be the case. And we think that there will inevitably be many species that can't simply track the climate.
Even at this big scale, we saw change in climate that were corresponding also to change in boundaries and totally very high turnover of species sets because of climate. So we did saw that in the past. So I can tell you that it's going to happen in the future, for sure. But then the most important question is about how fast it's going to happen. How are they going to move? And if they don't move, how are they going to be extinct? How do they going to disappear? That's a big question.
And like Dr. Maslow said, it's a question of time. Knowing that the boundaries dividing up the very life that exists on Earth are changing, we can't afford to not know about them. Because from what we can see, we are the ones influencing things such as temperature, and these boundaries that previously answered only to the Earth itself have started moving by our own hands.